Let the magic happen.
Oh no. Oh, is it live?
Hello.
Go time.
Hello, everybody. We are in March for Thriving Females. I am Sarah.
And I'm Tara.
And I'm Amy.
And just as a reminder for all our viewers, we know we're a little bit late today, but that's all good. Great things come to those who wait. But if you've got questions for our guests, don't forget to put them out on our Facebook and our YouTube, and we will get the recording out on Instagram. We're not live on Instagram tonight.
Good. Well, gang, we have an amazing guest this evening that we are beyond honored to have with us. So we have Ms. Sonic, and I found you on TikTok. I was scrolling through and stopped because you were reading to someone, and I was so drawn to your energy and your message and your eloquence in your communication. And then you said, I'm gonna cut you, and I'm gonna tell you straight, this is what's going on. And I was like, I love it. She's just so direct and on it. And when I was on your live, it was crazy. You had hundreds of people on your live, and the comments, you guys, were just like comment after comment, like, oh my gosh, this happened to me 4 years ago, and this happened to me 6 months ago, and you told me, and it did, and I'm so thankful for you. I mean, the comments, you guys, were going so fast and so many that I was blown away, at the tune of 53,000 plus TikTok followers. So again, we are just so honored and excited about having you on tonight. And we want to just learn a little bit more about your story and the breakdown, and we'll ask questions as well as our viewers as well. But bottom line, Ms. Sonic is a psychic medium, and she has a breadth of experience like nobody's business. So tell us a little bit more about you and your platform, how long you've been doing this, and then we'll just go with it. Sound good?
Ooh, okay. So let's jump right in, shall we?
Let's do it.
I made a big move from the Midwest to the West. And when I did that, I found myself with a lot of time on my hands. And I'd been doing this since I was a little girl, but I didn't know, like, it didn't all have names, right? So the mediums that you see on TikTok as you scroll, you'll often hear this keyword. They'll say, I'm an evidentiary medium. And I'm like, what's that? What do you mean? What now? There's names. We've got titles now. Okay, I want to be queen. Ruru, whatever. And that just means that they'll give you some kind of validation of whatever message comes through. So I've been doing that since I've been doing a lot of stuff since I was little. I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know it had a name. So I started doing this when I was on TikTok. 52, but I started using all of my gifts when I was 5, predicting babies and family stuff. And my family is like, whatever. They don't get it. My family just doesn't right over, and that's fine. I love it. They love their bubble. I leave them be. It's fine. So I was scrolling on TikTok. I was very bored. And I found a medium, and I thought, hey, I can do that. Hey, there's really not much I can't do if I want to do it. So I said, why not? And that's how I started.
Wow. Now, can you also read people coming in from the other side as well?
It's hard to connect. You can ask to connect with whomever. Some people on the other side, when you come into the room, like a lot of people, my mom just passed, my fiance passed, my husband passed, my son passed. Right. They come in with a specific person in mind, but sometimes, let me just tell you what, if you think the dead don't have a sense of personality, you're wrong. If you think they don't have energy, you're wrong. They are in my face. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes they're mean. Sometimes they're chomping at the bit. They crawl down my throat trying to get a message out to whoever they want to talk to. And it's not something, being a medium is not really my bag. It's not my favorite thing to do. It's not. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of energy. And I'm kind of lazy. I'm not going to lie. It's not my favorite gift, but I am a messenger. So I will let them come through. I will give them the message, whatever it is. Unless it has to do with babies. Babies on a TikTok live. No. We do not do that.
Yeah.
That is a whole different bag of cats, and mama doesn't want to do crazy on a live. No, that's not, no. And so it's, you never know what you're going to get. You never, ever know what you're going to get. I can ask, but I pretty much get what they give me.
Yeah. And you also have a platform in terms of, I saw one of your clips on the pendulum.
Oh, the pendulums. I love
Right?
pendulums.
Yeah.
I've got them everywhere. I've got them all over. Upstairs, downstairs, in my purse, this and that. I've got crystals everywhere.
Well, I was going to say, I know you do crystals. I'm all into, I love crystals.
Wait, what was that?
Crystal.
I was like, that was very different than a necklace.
Yeah, that's for cleansing. That's a cleansing platform. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
then I also saw you say something about dowsing rods.
Oh, dowsing rods are like it's one of the more psycho tools that I
Did
use.
Harry Potter use one?
And I've got dowsing rods.
Yeah, mine moved the other day, and I'm like, I'm not picking you up. I'm not.
So we
picking you
have
up.
a viewer that said selenite.
Yeah.
Is it?
Selenite. Right on, Kathy.
Hi,
the viewer.
Kathy.
Yes.
Are you going to pull that out of your Mary Poppins bag, Amy? Like you?
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to pull out all of my stuff, and maybe it'll bring us more energy. I don't know,
Selenite
but
is awesome, just to cleanse everything.
Oh my gosh. So I have like 17 million questions, but I'm going to narrow it down. So
go for it. We'll round table here.
So you stay away from like pulling out the dead, correct? Like versus psychic, like you do like
It
just
depends
like,
on who
do you
it is.
see, like, do you look at people and go like, oh, you're going to get a job in March of 2027, or like, how does it all work when you're 5? How are you like working through all this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to call it AI, right? And it's really not artificial intelligence. It's really SI. It's really supernatural intelligence. So I have learned over 37 years to disseminate between what is my ego and what is supernatural. So as long as I can keep my left brain shut up and locked up and not have a comment, I filter in all the rest of the images and the information. That's why I'm constantly saying, please don't ask me what you want to know. Please don't tell me what's going on. I believe a blind reader is the best reader. You'll get whatever message you want. Now, if you want a reading with a specific inquiry, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But when we're in a live, don't give the reader a chance to feel you out, because there's too much of a story that can be, does my boyfriend love, does Johnny love me? Well, I don't know. There's a 50-50 chance, sweetheart. There's a 50-50. So don't feed the bear. Don't feed the bear. That's all.
So when you were 5 years old, like you said it happened then, like what was like the first memories of this? And you were like, oh, I've got something
Predicting
going on.
babies. Predicting babies.
Oh, before other people knew they were pregnant.
Yeah, well, no, predicting the sex of the baby. When they would come, one of the babies in the family was we'll just say she wasn't born healthy. So when I said something, the entire family was up in arms. Why would you say that? Don't say that. I'm like, are you not listening to me? Listen to me. They did. Right over. Right over. She's
So
fine.
then that was everybody coming to you about their babies? Like, what's the sex and all that?
No, not my family. No. No. But I was in the car a few years ago. I was in the car with my girlfriend dropping her off at work, and they were throwing a baby shower for one of her coworkers. And I go, "Oh, it's a boy." And she goes, "It is." I go, "Do you know me? Hello, have you met me?" What? She's like, "I forgot." And I go, "Get out of my car." Of course. Yeah. So that was one of the earliest memories that I had. The body scanning was another.
What was it?
I'm not a Reiki practitioner, but all magic and all supernatural AI, well, not AI, SI is all about energy, right? So when I was in my early 20s, I realized that I could scan a body. If my deck has 2 cards in it, and it's the pay attention to your physical self card. And this is my favorite thing. This is my absolute favorite thing. So I get to scan somebody when my mind is shut off, and I can tell you now. See, I believe that this information comes from your higher self, because there are multiple dimensions and multiple levels, and you are living your best life in your highest timeline at a different timeline. And that is who is feeding me the information for you. Like, let's go, get off your ass. It's time to start moving. It's time to start, keep building a plan. And that's how I get all the information. That's also the same person that throws you under the bus when you're not doing what you need to be doing. Okay. So when I scan you, there is a disruption in your higher self is trying to tell me there's a problem and I need to find it. And it makes me emotional, but people I get to scan, complete strangers across the world, will come back in my life. Someone did it the other day. Her name was Mama Chatty. And I said, "I haven't seen you for months." And she goes, "I went to the doctor and I did what you told me. And they scanned my kidney and there was a mass. And nobody would have found it if you didn't tell me to go." And I was like, "Okay, good girl."
Oh.
I was so, that's what I do. I live for it.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
how did you the mediums coming, the people that from the dead? How did you I'm sure, what age was that? And how do you decipher that?
Ooh,
That's not like a
I was a
dream.
ghost hunter.
Oh, you were?
Nice.
What are you going to pull out of your bag, Amy? What are you going to pull out?
I was a big, big ghost hunter, and I would hear them and I would see them. And it was, you got to learn to shut that off, because they're, that's quite
Once
the
you
scene.
start hunting, they're just there for you.
Oh, it's like turning on the light. Hi, how are you? Hi, I know you can see me.
So why do you think that they picked you? And if we were standing there, we don't see any of the same stuff. Why is that?
You know what? It's just a matter of they know who's open and available, and they know who's not. If you make yourself open and available, if you stood there and go, "Hello, I know you're here. Come on out." Oh, they're coming out. They're going to come out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's the way energy works.
Something.
So are
What do
you
you
right all the time? Are you right all the time?
She's like, yeah.
No, I'll say mostly, not all, mostly. I'm sorry. I get asked that all the time, and I have to laugh. It's not my ego. I am wrong. I just have to really think about it.
All right. Well, Heather here is saying, yes, she is.
Oh, thank you, huh? Oh, you're okay for you. Yeah. Okay. Just
We'll be quiet, right?
yeah.
So what do you think of angel numbers? I will tell you, the last week, 11, 11, 11, 11, I've probably seen 7 times.
Okay, so angel numbers, I don't call angel numbers, just like people think that the higher self is their spirit guides. The angel numbers I consider feng shui, and I don't consider angel numbers forthcoming. I consider angel numbers what has already transpired. So if you, and you have to look up the feng shui, the numerology and the feng shui. So it all depends on what's going on in your life and what you've just completed. So a lot of people people don't understand feng shui and how it works. But again, it all ties back to energy. So people have something called a Kua number, K-U-A. That affects how you sleep. It affects how you work. It affects the address on your house. It affects reproduction. It affects, literally from where your stairwell is placed to your front door, to a tree in front of your house. It has everything to do with energy. So I don't really consider angel numbers. I consider them sets of completion.
Okay. So that Kua number then interconnects with the feng shui portion that you're referencing, right?
Yes.
So how does somebody get their Kua number?
Google it. You can Google it. It's different for women than it is men. Yeah.
And
it's
how do we
different for
spell
women than
that?
it is men. And it has to do with direction.
With direction. Well, I'm not really good with direction, but
For example,
there's hope for me. I don't know.
If you're not sleeping, it may have nothing more to do with where your headboard, what direction your headboard is placed in your bedroom.
I've heard that several times about that. That your
Or
feng
if
shui.
you're in the office and you're not doing well, if you're having a bad time, if you're not productive, if you're not climbing the corporate ladder, really pay attention to what direction your desk is facing. It makes all the difference in the world. And if you can move it. It makes a difference.
So I have a question because, does everything have to be in person? What's going, can you tell anything with us 3 right now? Do we have people behind us? Do you think we're going to win the lottery? I'm dying to know. I can't hold it in any longer.
No, I can't tell a thing. Everything I do and all of my SI comes from my cards. All of it.
Wait, from your what?
All of my information comes from my cards. So all of the supernatural information comes from my cards, my divination tools, and it's shut off when I'm just looking, unless I see something and I get triggered. But right now, no, because I'm on a podcast.
So we've got a question about the cards. Is that tarot or oracle?
They're oracle. These happen to be oracle. I tried for 15 years to like tarot cards, to use tarot cards. They're the most boring things I've ever seen in my life. No, I don't like them at all. They do zero for me. People don't understand. They can use any kind of thing.
How did you start using cards with all of your, when you were having these visions and stuff? Why did you throw cards in?
Yeah.
The neighbor lady showed me. The wonderful neighbor lady. Everybody's got one of those, the neighborhood witch.
Oh.
I was friends with her daughter, and I was like, what are you doing?
Agnes.
What are you doing? Yeah. So she was using regular playing cards. She's like, I'm just pulling cards. And I go, show me. What are you doing? So she showed me.
And what's the difference with oracle cards then? What is it that really speaks to you when you deliver the message and the energy to somebody?
You know what? An oracle card, it doesn't really matter what you call the deck. The color of the card, the message on the card. My cards are at this point, after using these cards, I've gone through in 18 months, I've probably I can wear out a deck in 3 months. So I've this is the one deck that I've stuck to for about 18 months, but my decks change. They morph like the Matrix. That's the best way I can explain it. Yeah. One day you take a red pill, one day you take a blue pill, but every time I pull a card on you individually, literally right in front of my face, the card can change. I can see things I've never seen. Different messages can come in, animals can show up, different symbols can show up. It just depends on what your higher self wants to tell you. So that's what they'll show me. But as far as the oracle deck is concerned versus a tarot deck, a tarot deck is too limiting. It's too limiting. It doesn't. Oh, you got the tower. Ooh, things are gonna get ripped down. Ooh, yeah, no, miss me. No, sorry. I mean, some people love tarot. Good for them. That's great. That's not.
So
My
do you use these cards when like there's people that are dead? Do you use the cards too, or no? Because you said they just come at you as
They
sometimes.
just you know what? When I pull a card, no matter what, the card could be a picture of a tree. I kid you not, it doesn't matter. The tree, all of a sudden I'll start hearing and I'll start being given visions. I'll pull you a tree, and then all of a sudden I will see your grandmother in the kitchen with a blue apron, giving you a cookie, bending down, going, ugh! And I'm like, okay, all right, let my cheeks go. I got you. I'll tell her. It's all right. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what's on the card, but sometimes it's incorporated. There'll be a stream, and there'll be fish jumping in the stream on the card, and it'll be someone's grandfather that took them fishing. It just depends on what they show me and they tell me and I see. It just depends.
How did you do all this before your neighbor introduced you to the cards, though?
It just came to me, and it just came out of my mouth. But when you're a kid, you don't think. You really don't think. When you grow up and you learn all these things, you get in your own way. When you're a kid, you just say anything that comes to mind, right? So you're like, you failed that test? Yeah. How'd you know? You're not in my class. I don't know. You know, things like that. But as you get older, you have to keep your ego out of the way. That's part of the problem. That's the biggest problem people have. They get in their own way. When you're reincarnated, you know, it's part of the reincarnation package, right? So the beauty is you have free will. And part of the drawback is, well, we'll give you free will, but we're going to block all your memories. Okay, great. So you spend half your life in this existence trying to remember everything that you can do, because you're a divine being. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Everybody can do what I do. I can do what everybody else can do. It's just a matter of finding what you want to hone. It's a skill.
So we've got another question that I think is really interesting. Have you ever got a message you would not tell someone because you thought it would hurt them?
Oh boy. So
Probably daily.
Two weeks ago, there was someone. See, I am an empathic psychic medium, and that means I'm going to feel you coming long before I pull your card and hear what your higher self has to say. And like I said, they don't care. They don't care. They don't live in this timeline. They don't really care. They just want to get their foot up your coolie and kick you along your way, right? That's their job. I get it. Okay. I'm the master. This girl was having such a hard time, and it was heartbreaking. And sometimes it makes me want to cry, because let's face it, life is hard, freaking hard. And I am not going to sit here and kick you when you're down, when you are just looking for a shred of guidance or hope. Now, I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm not. I can't sugarcoat anything. I get it. But I am certainly not going to sit here and kick your ass just because your higher self said, she's lazy, she's this, she's that. And I actually, in a live, told the higher self to go F themselves, because they were so mean. They were so mean. I have never done that. Never done that. But they were horrible.
What did they respond when you said that?
They said nothing. Nothing. And I gave her the message, but I did it my way. I did it tonight, and that never happens. Never. I am not known to be sugar and spice and everything. I'm not the woo-woo. I'm not mean, and I'm not a woo-woo. But I'm like a freaking tornado. I will clear your path. I will take all your shit, and I will clear. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what drew me to you, is you were so you delivered your message beautifully, and you were like, I am going to give it to you straight. Here's the deal.
Yes,
and I was like,
cannot sugarcoat. I just can't. I will take everything, but I will clear your path, and I will clear your way. I will get everything out of your way, and I will tell you what to do.
So then flip it. flip it with this question. If you're doing a reading or something for somebody and they don't talk or confirm anything, does that make it harder on you?
No, because I don't look for validation. I can't look for validation. If I'm looking for validation from my people or whoever's in the room, I may as well shut off my phone. Because after 37 years, please, cards don't lie. Number one, cards don't lie. If you go out and buy, if you all went out right now and bought a deck and sat there and did this and shuffled, the first card you pulled out, you may not like it, but cards don't lie.
That's
So
right.
you don't have to take the message, but cards don't lie. Period.
So what's the most common thing people come to you for?
Does Jenny
That-
love me? Yeah. Does Johnny love me? I stopped saying it. My mods, I love my mods. My mods are like, nope, no Johnny loves me, no pregnancy. No Johnny loves me. I'm like, no, not going to do it. Yeah, I'm like, you would not be here. I was like, honey, do you realize that you're in a TikTok with a complete stranger asking if Johnny loves you? If that's your biggest problem, shut off your phone. Shut off your phone. Yeah. Are you old
You
enough
just
to be
gave
in here?
common sense advice.
Yeah.
Shut off your phone. Is my husband cheating on me? Girl. Stop.
Love her. I know.
Don't.
If you're asking,
embarrassing
you're just
yourself.
giving some common sense answers to them.
Please. We're not friends, but we could be. And I tell you the same thing. You already know. Johnny doesn't love you and Johnny is cheating on you.
Yeah.
That's all.
Tell us about your in one of your clips, I heard you reference your conscious creators.
Oh, my conscious creators. So
what
I
is
teach
that?
a manifestation class. Last year, somebody asked me to put together a class, and so I did. And I call them my students are my conscious creators, and I give them homework. And I'm like, conscious creators, let's go. You think I forgot? No, I didn't forget. Where's your key? Where's your $5 bill? Where's your this? Where's your that? You are the only conscious creator you know. You are the only one driving that car, steering that boat, writing that journal. And if you think somebody else is, I live for my children, you just gave away all your power. Congratulations. How's it feel? How's it feel to be a doormat? You just gave away all your power. So you don't want to be a conscious creator. Okay. You want to go work and live and slave for someone else. I get it. You can love your kids. You can go to hell and back for your children, but you are the one driving the bus. You
Thank
are the
you.
one manifesting. You are
Yeah.
the one creating. You are the one making it happen or not making it happen.
Amen.
So that's what I mean when I say conscious creator.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And okay, one more side note comment. So I saw in another one of your clips, football helmets. Do you love football?
No. No. That is my husband.
Okay, I was like,
He's
some
like,
people
"Babe,
in her
why
head
didn't you open the box?
loves
And I'm
football."
like, why would I open your box? It's got a helmet in it, babe. No. It's not a sports thing. No.
Okay.
So my husband is a fanatic, just a complete sports fanatic.
Yeah.
He's like, but it's a surprise box. And I go, surprise, I didn't open it.
But
Wait,
you know
do you
what
ever
was in
ruin
it,
it?
right?
Do you ever ruin games for him? Are you able to do that where you can see a game and go, they win, they lose?
You know what? I really don't try that hard. I don't even watch. I don't even watch. I really don't. He
Yeah.
says to me sometimes, babe, I really need this guy in the trade. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I don't do that.
So
He-
what
he
was
may
your
think I
life
do.
like?
I don't.
What was your life like before TikTok? Because it seems like that it really took off. What were you doing with all your skills prior to TikTok?
I was not doing much. Let me tell you, I was not doing nearly enough. I developed the following and then I just followed the river. I just said, make a class. Okay. I got so bored last year. I was like, what am I going to do next? Oh, I'll do silverware bending. I don't,
Right.
There
yeah,
is no spoon.
yeah.
I did
Wait,
see
I
that.
don't understand. What is
Yeah,
that?
talk to us about this. This is like, wow.
Oh,
What
this
is
is
it?
so much fun. So I was bored. and I saw a video,
So
and
cool.
it was about spoon bending, but I'm surprised I have any silverware left in the house. So I saw something on spoon bending, and it's all about energy, right? So I
Spoon
used
bending?
some,
Is that what you're saying? Spoon bending?
yeah, spoon
Okay.
bending.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I took a class online, and I'm like, what? Oh. And my husband's like, stop it. I don't have any spoons. Stop it. I'm like, all
There
right.
is no spoon.
There's no spoon. No, well, there is, but they're bent and they're all over my office now.
Oh, all right. So we've got. Oh, great. Sorry, we were getting lots of comments, so they're coming too fast. But
Yeah, you have a lot of quiet comments on you.
have you ever solved an unsolved crime with your abilities?
No
Great
comment.
question. Yeah.
No comment.
That's exactly what Kathy said.
No
Yeah.
comment.
It's heartbreaking. My parents were both policemen. So I originally I also took remote viewing courses to hone my skill. And it's devastating, heartbreaking, and my heart goes out to any person in that wears blue. Heartbreaking. Yeah.
So have you assisted in any helping them with any crimes before?
No comment.
Oh, is that a no comment? Secret.
Gotcha.
Got it.
And thank you. We respect that. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it that you love the most? I mean, we've talked about the psychic medium piece, the little bit of the crystals, a little bit of the dowsing rods, and the pendulum and the cards. What is it that really feeds into your soul in terms of you delivering back to your peeps? Obviously, us, our viewers, and all of yours.
I love. I live when people come back to me because my brain, I couldn't tell you what I had for breakfast yesterday. So I do about 1,000 readings a month, maybe more, probably more. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't remember most of them. The physical stuff, the important stuff, there's only a few, and they have to be for a good, weird reason that I would remember. But I do so many, I wipe it like a hard drive after I do it. But when they come back to me and they said, do you remember what you told me? And I'll say, no, sorry, I don't. Even if you paid me, I couldn't tell you what I told you. I could not tell you what I told you. I could pull cards for you yesterday. I couldn't tell you what I pulled. I could not.
So
And they said XYZ. I did this, I did this, I did this. This happened, this happened, this happened. Especially when they pay attention to the physical cards. And I glow.
So I have a question. When you're reading the cards, I'm just going to make up something, the tree, you referenced a tree or whatever. If a tree comes up on a card, is the tree the same for everybody? Or is when this is all happening, you pull a card, does something happen that represents that person only? So like Tara, me, and Amy aren't going to, I'll pull the tree card. You're not going to have the same, what happens? Like,
no, it happens, and it happens more often than not. Thank you, Shell.
Yes, you are.
That's one of my
agree.
moms. I love you too, Shell.
Great comment.
You could all get the same card, and it could mean, we had this just the other day. We had, I had the peacock feather come up. When the peacock eye comes up, 9 times out of 10, it is check your circle. Somebody's talking out both sides of their mouth. You have someone of lower vibration around you, and it's not you, it's them. They're just jealous, petty people, and they're lower vibration. So take a look around you, do a 360, and cut them out. But this woman got the peacock circle, okay? She got the peacock eye, and it wasn't about jealous, petty people around her. It was about being able to open her mouth, surround herself with better people, and protect herself with like-minded people so she could grow and be proud and fan out the feathers. That's what that was.
That's the feeling you got to express to her. Okay,
Yes.
I see how this
Absolutely.
works.
Yeah. If I get something right away, it usually, and it's shocking to me how fast it comes. It's a nanosecond, guys. It's a nanosecond. Like if I stop and it takes me 60 seconds to look at a card, that's a really long time. Really long time. Doesn't seem like it, but that's forever because the information's still coming.
Have you ever looked at a card and it just like, it's like you get nothing?
Yes, actually. Sometimes it does. But I will ask a clarification question. Sometimes I get something so vague, like I will get somebody staring into the clouds, like I'm waiting. And I'm like, I know you're not waiting for pasta. I know you're not waiting for dinner. So what are you waiting on? Are you waiting on more money or are you waiting on someone? Because I think you're waiting on someone. I feel anxious. So I'll pull 3 more cards and sure enough, boom, that person will come up. I'll be like, girl, no. We don't wait. We don't wait on people. Or it'll be more money or it'll be like, why? I'll hear the why. Why hasn't this happened for me yet? Why? I'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop settling and stop gazing. You're not helping yourself. We don't wait. We do. So yeah.
Well, Ms. Sonic, did I pronounce it correct?
We did.
Yes. This has been fascinating.
Thank you.
Yes, and I know we got a little bit of a late start, so we allowed for this to be a little bit later. Oh goodness, no! I just
Technology.
I think we all were getting some messages like, "Are you guys coming on?" Because they were so excited for you, and so it was such great conversation. But share with us your social media outlets or how our viewers can connect with you and follow up with you.
You know what? I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, and there's a link tree, and it's MZ_Sonic. I think you guys have the link.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Ask me what my own link is. Do you think I know? No. No.
So there is a link tree. I did see that.
You
There's
asked
a
me
link.
for a headshot, and I'm like, headshot? I am not that important. What do you No. I use a thing. You can click I use a thing. That's what I use. So you can take a picture of it. That's how tech savvy I am. Do you have Facebook? No. Do you have Instagram? No. I have TikTok. That's all I have.
That's all you need because it is flying fast for you.
It's working.
Yeah. I have TikTok and that's it. But I have to tell you, I was so geeked when I got your email. I was like, what a platform. Oh my God. I'm like, let's go, ladies. Let's go. It was so geeked.
But it's truly,
so excited.
we really truly think that you are thriving as a female in your special skill set that you've been able to hone in on and perfect and help others. And I think you've really done that in a positive way.
Oh,
and I love that you say the matter of fact, you do not have to contact me if you're asking.
Right.
But that, you know what? I appreciate that more because you are honest. Like you don't need me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not everybody, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's just fine. And here's
okay.
another little nugget. Not everybody is good. You can be a bona fide psychic, medium, whatever you want to call yourself, and you may not be able to read somebody. You may not connect with somebody. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to read for everybody. Scroll on. You'll find somebody that you can.
Yeah.
You can. And if they ask you questions, one more word to the wise. Don't look for anybody that says I can remove a curse. Please don't look for anybody that says they do that, please.
Words of wisdom to live by.
Yeah. Keep on scrolling, right? Yeah.
Obviously, we had a lot of interest in you tonight with all the questions and the crystals. Everybody was into that, but I did look at her TikTok as well as Amy, and there's so much fun things on there. So hopefully you've gained some more followers. But thank you so much for being part of our show.
We adore you, and you're going to hear back from us again. We want to continue to.
I would love to come
and engage with you.
Anytime.
That is amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for sharing your story.
All right. Thank you all.
Have a good night.
Bye.